Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Marcus Elbow. Welcome back to Elbow Media Studios iOS music app Spotlight, where all we do over here is talk about brand new and old apps that's working with the iOS ecosystem, and we go over them so that you will be clear about what they are and what they are used for and how you can implement those into your workflow. So today we're going to be taking a look at Koala Sampler. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Koala Sampler is a pretty unique app. It's been around for a while now, and this is a great tool for you to start working on songs and trying to get some ideas going. It is pretty cool. You can sample with it. You can edit samples with it. You can bring in audio. You can make tracks. You can do a lot of things. You can use the effects that it comes with. This thing is pretty awesome, man. So let's kind of go over it real quick. Y'all know how we kind of do this. So when you first boot it up, this is what you're going to be greeted with. You're going to be greeted with this interface, and the interface is very simple. As you can see, all of these little pads here or boxes here is where you can actually put your samples right here, right? And this is 16 pads, just like you would have on anything else if you were using the MPC or anything like that. And as you can see up here at the top, it says sample. So this is where you can start kind of sampling. And now you're asking yourself, okay, so how would I go about sampling? It's a lot of different ways you can do this. You can bring some audio in if you had an interface, or you can just use your mouth. We can just say, hey, what's going on? And boom, there it is right there. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Now, if I had that directly connected to my microphone, that would pick me up, and then I can start doing some different melodies in my mouth with my mouth, or some things like that. Let's go ahead on and delete that sample. That is pretty cool that you can do that. So imagine doing something like Timbaland going and then have it play back. I know it's hard to hear that because it's not directly connected to me, but yeah, you can do some things like that. So that's pretty much, you know, the sampler section right here, and you can change a few things. You got your mic here. That's what it's actually picking up right now. You have some sound effects or microphone sound effects that if you're using the microphone, you can add those effects to it. And right here, you have your little headphone deal right there. Okay, and then now let's move on to the next section. And just so that you know, you do have 4 different banks that you can have samples in. So essentially you could have an array of samples that you can use to make one track. Let's head over to the sequencer. Now, when you get over here to the sequencer, it's pretty cool too, because as you can see here, you have 8 different sequences that you can make right here off the muscle. But if you push this button, you can keep going over and creating more sequences. And I'm gonna show you how to do that here in a minute. But up here you have your play control. So you have play, you have record, you also have your tempo here, and you have your metronome. If we move down a little bit, you'll see right here you have your little piano roll here. So if you want to use that as well, you can do that. You have your undo clear, and then right here you have how many bars you actually want your sequence to be. Okay, and what's going to end up happening here is you're still going to have your samples here, so you can start playing your samples and putting them into your sequencer and doing them like that. Okay, and that's pretty much how the sequencer works. And then if you go over here to perform is once you have your track ready to go, you can actually do some live performances here, kind of like if you were using the MPC X, the X pad. You can do some of those things right there, which are pretty cool. So let's go ahead on and figure out how would you first start off by getting some samples inside of Koala Sampler. Well, if you hit this little menu button right here, to give you a few different options. Okay, and the way that you do that, if you just go into the import audio, it's going to take you to audio share. Now, if you don't have this app, I would advise you to get this, because Koala loves to work directly with audio share, and you can put a lot of different samples in here. That way you can work with those samples. And if we go here, we can look at our different folders that we can install into audio share by using the file system. And I went ahead and put Keeping It Crunk Kit Volume 1 inside of here, and all I have to do right here, I already have a sample load up. If I push play, okay, I like that. So all I have to do is put import into app, and boom, it's there. It's just that simple. Now, if I wanted to, I can just go ahead and just, you know, keep adding different things or different elements. Let's see, let's go into bass, and then if I want, I can add that right there. So all I have to do is highlight, implement that, and it's going to bring it in. Go back, and then let's just go ahead and just add some more elements in here. Let's go get us a hi-hat. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring that hi-hat in. Let's go ahead and get a snare in here. Let's see. Okay. And if you let it go, it'll kind of just play through them. Let's go ahead and add that. I think I'm gonna add one more snare in here. Kind of like that one. No, I think I like that one. All right, let's just add a regular kick in here. Not an 808. Let's see. Let's highlight it. I kind of like that. Let's bring that in. Okay. And then what we're going to do is going to add, let's see here. Kind of like that. Let's bring that in. Okay. So I think right now we have a few things in here. And as you see, as we start to populate those pads, then we could start thinking about making a track. So first thing I'm going to do, let me go back here. And let's take a look at those samples real quick. Or those keep it crunk loops. Okay, that's going to be 128. So that's what I wanted to see, what that tempo was. Let's go back to Koala. And let's go ahead on and match that tempo real quick. We can just drag it. 128. All right. And then what we could do is we could start adding that in. But what I want to do is I want to go back here and I want to go into the edit section so you guys can see that you can edit these samples. So if I go right here, this is the edit section. You have a lot of different things you can do here. You can change it to a one shot. So when you touch it, it'll just play through. Take that off. You have to hold it down. You got reverse. Let's keep it on one shot. You got loop. You got loop. You got attack, release, tone. So you can actually change the tone of it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope as well. You have choke off. That's if you want it to cut off when you play another pad. You have stretch, which is brand new, which you need to get that feature because if you hit that stretch, it'll play based on what tempo you got it on. Take that reverse off. Now, if I change my tempo, that will change because I got it on stretch. So let's just take a look at that. Let's just bring this down a little bit and see what happens. That's pretty cool, right? I love that new feature. This is a brand new feature they just added. If you don't have this, whenever you hit that, it'll take you to where you could purchase that. Trust me, it's worth having. So let's go back up to 128. Okay. Now what we can do is I've showed you all of that. You can actually go in, you can edit. You got your pan, pitch, and volume here. So let's just go ahead on back to sequence, and then we got it on 4 bars. So all we have to do is hit record, and we can get ready to start recording. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till it come back around. Okay, just that easy. Now we can start adding in whatever we want to add in. Let's go back to edit. Make sure we got all of these on one shot. Turn the volume up. All right, so let's go ahead on and add some of that in there. Let's go ahead and hit record again. Now let's just go ahead and hold this and bring it over to the next one. That way we'll start kind of building the track up. That way we have some breakdowns. Let's do it. Yeah, we starting to rock now. So we already got kind of a basic track here. If we wanted to, we can. Now we got like a little breakdown, so we can start just building our track this way, and then boom, we ready to go. See if we can raise that snare up. All right, so this kind of got a little simple track here, nothing too major, but let's go over to the effects so I can show you what the effects can do. Got a little compressor there. Almost like some 404 stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now you got a hold button down here. You want to hold it. Pretty cool, right? Listen, man, this app is pretty amazing. And I'm just touching the surface of what you could do. You could actually bring in some samples that have some different elements in it, and then you can actually play those on the keys and do some different things like that. So it is pretty cool. I may can do that with the 808. Let's take a listen. That's tight. Yeah. Wow. All I can say, guys, is that get this application as quick as you can. And if you want to know how I'm making it this my Apple logo scroll in the back like that, it is crazy simple to do. All you got to do is go into the menu, go into settings, and then go into extras, and then right here background, you can change that to whatever background you want, and then all you got to do is hit scroll background right there, and it will scroll. Okay, listen, man, this is your boy Marcus Elbow. This has been Elbow Media Studios. I really hope you guys enjoyed this iOS music app spotlight. I know it's been a minute since I've done one. Thank you for sticking through and staying with us. Koala app sampler or Koala Sampler, go scoop this up, man. This app is super duper dope. All right, man. I catch y'all in the next one. Your boy Elbow out. One. Peace. Wow.